What up, everybody? Blaze One Sports, and last night the Suns beat the Clippers in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, 130 to 103, and the Suns will head to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1993. That's pretty crazy. A lot of people didn't think the Suns would make it this far. Um, Paul George had 21 points for the Clippers. That's decent, but in an elimination game, you need to step up more for the money he's paid and the role he was supposed to play since Kawhi Leonard was out. And the leading scorer for the Clippers was Marcus Morris, who had 26 points. That wasn't enough for the Clippers. Tyronn Lue, when they fired their coach last year, when you fire the coach, they should have got rid of Lue too, because he was the assistant. Because it seems just like the players don't respect him. They don't follow him. But they're stuck with him. He's got 5 years left. So Lue's coming back. Look for the Clippers to make some moves. Will Leonard come back? And what are they going to do with George? They'll probably bring him back. Lakers fans crawling out of the basement. They're happy. They're making their videos and this and that. That's crazy. Celebrate. I mean, it's cool. They're your rival, so you celebrate that they got knocked out. They would do the same. It's funny. But okay, Laker fan, back in the basement. All right, Chris Paul led the Suns, 42 points. Chris Paul, all of a sudden, he learned how to play basketball again. Remember when you were watching them against the Lakers and his buddy LeBron James, and he forgot how to play basketball, and he was all flopping and getting hurt, and he seemed like, oh, what happened to Chris Paul against his buddy LeBron James? He couldn't play, or was he throwing the game? I don't know. But now Chris Paul, after that, after his buddy LeBron, he's been playing like lights out. He stepped up, closed out the Clippers, even though they didn't have Kawhi. And Chris Paul had 42 points. Booker had 22. And Ayton had 16 and 17 boards. The Suns, they're on their way to the NBA Finals. Like I said, the first time since 1993. They got a young squad. They got some vets, but overall, they're fast. They're young. Booker, this is his time to step up, become a superstar. Suns got a solid squad, so they're waiting to see who they're going to play, the winner of the Hawks or the Bucks, and both teams are going to give them problems. But I mean, this could be the Bucks' year. This could be Giannis's year, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns got the upset. The Suns' journey here in the playoffs, though, the Suns did get lucky because the Suns beat a Laker team without the Lakers' MVP, one of the best, if not the best player in the game today, Anthony Davis. So the Lakers, without Anthony Davis, they were screwed. So obviously the Suns beat them, barely. If Chris Paul played how he was playing, if Chris Paul played the Lakers how he's playing now, they would have probably swept them. So they beat the Lakers with no AD. Then they beat the Nuggets with no Jamal Murray. And now they pretty much beat the Clippers with no Kawhi Leonard. He was in the first game or two, but he got hurt, whatever. So what do you guys think? The Suns are on their way to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1993. Pretty crazy. Me, I didn't think they were going to make it here at the beginning of the year. I thought it was going to be like the Heat, Clippers, something like that. So what do you guys think? Chris Paul playing lights out. Booker, 22 points. That's good. He's young. Chris Paul had that 42, 8 and 16 and 17. That's pretty beastly numbers right there for your center, the position that gets forgotten in today's game. 16 points, you might not look at that as a lot, but that's kind of a lot. And then 17 boards to go along with that, though, I'll take that. And that's not really talked about, but he dominated the boards. So Suns beat the Clippers 130 to 103, and the Suns will go to the NBA Finals. Clipper season is over. Look for them to make some moves. Like I said, they're stuck with Tyronn Lue for another 5 years. And did you see in the fourth quarter, like 5 minutes left, game was already over, Chris Paul walked by Beverly after shooting a three. Chris Paul walks by Beverly. He says something. Beverly turns around, pushes Paul on the floor. Little scuffle breaks out. Totally unsportsmanlike conduct, but it's whatever. Beverly was frustrated. He was just eliminated. Game was over. Chris Paul said something and he wasn't going to take it. So it got dealt with. Little scuffle. That was that. Beverly got ejected. Did you guys see that? So what do you guys think? Anyone here a Suns fan? Who do you think's gonna go to the finals to play them, the Hawks or the Bucks? And who do you think's gonna win? I think the Bucks are gonna go, and I think the Bucks and Giannis are gonna win. So what do you guys think? Tyronn Lue good? What are the Clippers gonna do next year? And what about the Suns? What's up with them? Thoughts, comments, questions, opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Suns headed to the NBA Finals. First time since 1993. Blaze One Sports out.